ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another World of Tanks replay with your host, GreatTaz. Don't forget to click that like and then subscribe and click the notification bell to always get notifications of new uploads. And let's get this battle rolling in 3, 2, 1, roll out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. GreatTaz here once again, and we have a submission this week, and this is Mr2Skilled. Now, Mr2Skilled is on the European server. He is playing the Progetto 65, which is the tier 10 of the Italian medium line. Now, he sent me this video after seeing my last video I did on his standard B battle that I did during the on track. Now, this is not uploaded for the on track. This is uploaded as a submission due to the fact that by the time he got to me with about the video, I had already selected and recorded the on track mission or my Super Sunday mission. So here we have Mr2Skilled from Skill Clan playing his Progetto 65 again, like I said, on Ghost Town. And we're going to see how they go about this. All right. He goes off, starts on the north base, and he goes off to the 1 line, and he's already put 3 rounds downrange. That's 3 rounds. He would have probably had 4, but his T-44 that is in front of him got in his way. Now, this is a tier 10 battle, of course, and it is a 3-5-7 matchmaking setup. As you can see here, Mr2Skilled is playing around in the bushes, which is not a bad location. I have not played a lot on Ghost Town. I think I've had 1 battle since it's been re-released as a normal map. And really, I got my butt handed to me over there on the 0 line because nobody went there, and I just happened to. But as you can see, Mr2Skilled has a team of 5 other people with him, and they are wholeheartedly, slowly taking the enemy team apart. Now, they got an LTTB who has made it all the way up in front there and is in very good spotting position. All right, and if you're paying attention to the minimap, they also have their other light tank is going down the 0 line right now with no opposition. Now, he's found his first enemy tank, which is a Romtown Panzer, but that is neither here. That is actually there, and really don't have a lot. It looks like their team is not doing too hot in the city. They've lost 2 and have not taken out 1. So right now, Mr2Skilled's team is kind of losing, but they are still attempting to pull through as Mr2Skilled takes a good shot into the Soma SM. Now, he's also trying to not get shot from the side, but he backs up to see if he can get any shots, and I don't think he's going to get too many from his location, just due to the fact of the number of buildings that are going to be in the way. All right, they're still pressing, still holding on to the 0 line there. He's 1 shot. There's 2 shots. That one missed into the Persian. There's a 3rd shot, but he does receive a shot from the Persian, but on a T-44, but the T-42 does not penetrate, but the Persian does. There's the K-91. Now, if he could peek over this ridge and actually take out that K-91, that would be probably the most beneficial thing. But it looks like he's trying to get that full reload on and not really paying attention to the K-91. There he goes. He's going to take out the T-44 while tracking it at the same time with a shot. Now, they're winning this side over here, but they have completely lost the 0 line, and they have completely lost the center. So it looks like Mr2Skilled's team he's now down to 4 other tanks over here, are going to have to pick up and start pushing to actually get this done. Now the K-91 is now dead, and he pushes into the Pantera. Oh, that was kind of bad. He was tracked. He couldn't go anywhere, and his ally pulled right up in front of him just as he shot. So that does happen. I'm pretty sure Mr2Skilled wasn't doing that intentionally by far. So they've pretty much cleaned this side up. They only have the Soma SM to deal with, and They're picking off things as they go. They've finally found the Artie, and it looks like that Artie's going to be taken out before. Oh, no, Mr2Skilled going to take that quick snapshot and get that shot into him. They got a Batchat 25 AP, that's the Tier 9 version, and the Soma SM over here that they are dealing with. Mr2Skilled does realize that there isn't much defending the base now, and it turns around to actually start helping out. Now the UDES is already turned around and is trying to shoot across the field, but that's not the most optimum position. And now the one line is in jeopardy because all that's left is a T44 versus a Batchat AP, and I'm not quite sure that the T44 is going to be able to handle the AP. Mr2Skilled is using the bushes to his maximum, as you can see here. He's hoping that the Indian Panzer will do some spotting. There, the Indian Panzer took out the Tortoise, which is surprising. I would be expecting that the Indian Panzer is using some type of premium ammo to be able to do that. Now, Mr2Skilled is waiting for that 113 to come around, but he doesn't because the Indian Panzer is turned around. There it is. The Indian Panzer is doing a good job out there protecting the center. There's Mr2Skilled, got his shot, but it bounces off the front of the munition. It does not hit the side, unfortunately. There is the VK. Mr2Skilled is looking at him. Took a while for his turret to get around. He shoots. That was a miss. The second one was a bounce off of armor. The third one does actually hit, and it looks like it tracked him. And the third one is going to actually get the killing shot. All right. T44 is still holding down the one line, holding down the J1 corner, keeping an eye out for that Batchat BAP. Mr2Skilled is moving back towards the start point in attempt to take out the munition, and the UDES is sitting up in an overlook position. The Indian Panzer is moving around within the city and hopes to probably spot something to get a little assistance. Again, the T44 is still only a Tier 8 standard tank versus a Tier 9 autoloader with at least 4 rounds. So if the T44 would actually happen to spot the Batchat, it's not going to end well. And there's the RHM, the Rumpanzer, as Mr2Skilled goes up into the corner. Now, this lightweight is not going to be overly big helpful in the position he's in. He can't spot anything in the city, and that's where the majority of the enemy team has gone. Now, the Badger has not been spotted for a long time, so he could be anywhere at this point. So, keeping out of line of sight of him is probably the best thing these guys can do. Mr2Skilled is going to take some shots at the munition. First one tracks the munition, second one does pen. It looks like the munition did repair his tracks, but it's not going to much matter because Mr2Skilled is going to get 4 rounds, and only 2 are actually going to do penetrating damage, and there is the Badger. The Badger is now spot. Mr2Skilled is getting off the hill. He doesn't want to be spotted, and he's going to wait for that full round reload. The Badger did spot the T54 lightweight, unfortunately, and they did take him out. Now, the Indian Panzer is now deceased, dead somewhere in the city, and we have a 3-on-4 setup. T44 is still down in the style. He's asking the UDES, because it does have, by far of the 3 tanks, the best camo rating, especially if it's not moving, and it won't break its camo rating if it's in the siege mode. So he's asking the UDES to keep eyes on the north so that Mr2Skilled can go down here and help the T44. The Batchat is now appeared, and the T44 has hit him, but the Batchat, I'm not sure what he's doing. The enemy is on. Ooh, the Batchat takes a big lick of damage. There, he was mostly healthy. Now he's mostly dead. I'm expecting that the Batchat decided he's going to ram the T44, which is a bad move for a Batchat to ram for a light armored French tank. Ouch! The Badger somehow spots the UDES and takes him out. I would expect the UDES probably fired. But the Badger has to be most likely the one on the cap circle. And Mr2Skilled is making his way back to the base. As we watch him get there, we'll take this and move it a little bit, because it takes a little while to get across here. And he pulls up into the bush and attempts to hope to spot, but his view range is not just quite long enough to reach that far. Not sure what got the UDES. Just by seeing where he is, he doesn't look like he was in too bad of a position, but still something got him. There is the Badger. All right, Mr2Skilled. The Badger is looking this way, so Mr2Skilled is pulling behind the UDES and using the UDES wreck as armor. He does get the shot into the Badger, which resets the Badger, pulls back forward to see the Badger, and then pulls back behind the bushes. Now, we know that Mr2Skilled does have Sixth Sense on this tank, so we know he is not spotted. The Badger is just shooting in desperation. There, the Mushin, not sure what the heck he was doing. He just gave Mr2Skilled his complete side armor. That wasn't the most intelligent move. I'm going to take that the Badger here most likely has Sixth Sense. On top of that, with not only Sixth Sense just by the way he's moving, he also has probably a good 4 to 5 skill crew to set up for spotting and camouflage. Mr2Skilled knows he's not spotted, knows he needs to take out that Rumpanzer. He knows he's got a little bit time to deal with the Badger that is in cap, but he has to make sure he's not spotted. He has to spot the Badger and then get a shot into it, the reset cap, and then also take out the RHM. There is the RHM. We know Mr2Skilled is going to be spotted at this point in time. The Badger has fired. All right, Mr2Skilled takes the shot, which is a tracking shot, and any critical damage automatically resets the cap. So Mr2Skilled got a lucky clip in there. All right, he's pulling back this way. He knows the RHM is right there. The RHM was looking at him, but not firing quick enough. The RHM does not get what he needed. And then the Badger is moving off of cap because he knows at this point Mr2Skilled has the better view range and maybe not the better camo, but definitely the better view range and the better position. Mr2Skilled is trying to peek to get a spot in on this Badger, but he moved way off, moved in towards Mr2Skilled, fires but bounces. That's a bad thing for that Badger. Mr2Skilled is definitely going to get a couple shots into him and then back off just to end up unloading his clip because he doesn't want the Badger to know that he's not got a full clip, and he wants to be able to most likely be able to go ahead and clip the Badger out. There is it goes. He's going to track the Badger. He's going to get another one in. He's not going to get that third shot in that he really wanted, and then he's going to move. The Badger's moved behind the ridge. And at this point, the Badger is going to take 2 shots to take out Mr2Skilled. And Mr2Skilled is going to at least have 2 shots to take out the Badger, if not 3. But Mr2Skilled can get off his 3 shots in the time that Badger can get off 2. So this is going to be a matter of who's going to have the best aim and penetration RNG. Here we go. We're down to the last 2 minutes. Oh, the Badger is spotted and tracked. Mr2Skilled got this one in the badge. 1 and 2. Well, Mr2Skilled got him in 2. That's all right. There goes Mr2Skilled for the victory. Good game, Mr2Skilled. Glad to see another victory came your way. All right, with all that, we're going to jump on over to Watt replays and see Watt records and see how he did. All right, here we are. So, Mr2Skilled got Ace Tanker, and that Ace Tanker came with a 1437 base experience. He also got Fire for Effect, Duelist, Hand of God, and Bruiser. He got 15 bonds. That was all because of his Radley-Walters medal, his Top Gun, and his Defender. All right. Which seems a little much. I didn't think those 3 added up to 15 bonds because this game definitely was not an all tier 10 battle. So we're not quite sure what the 15 bonds is about, but 15 bonds nevertheless. Good job there, sir. Of course, his Top Gun comes from his getting the Radley-Walters medal, which comes from getting the 8 kills. And then, of course, the Defender beating the crap out of the tortoise, or the badger, while it was on cap circle. As you can see here, it's 8,500 damage was not still enough to earn him a high caliber. So he could not have been off by much. But then again, you do have a badger, you have a tortoise, a Mushin, and a VK, which are the highest hit point vehicles on the enemy team. Now, I'm not saying the 113 doesn't have a lot of hit points, but that would have added to it. And I think another couple hundred, and he would have actually got it. Now, this is another little kind of crazy thing. Notice his damage is actually an even number, and it's not a number like these. Most of the time you see even numbers is because of zeros. It's 85,000 exact, ladies and gentlemen. That is another little wow, because it doesn't happen often. So he did fire 39 shots, 36 of them did hit, 27 of them penned. It's 85,000. He got 2,590 of them. 90 was from over 300 meters. He did receive 7 shots, 4 which penned, 3 which did not pen. And those 3 not penning would have saved his life. He only blocked 490 with his armor. And then he didn't cause any damage or HP damage or destroy any allies. Critical did not account. Thankfully, he spotted 1. He did damage 12, destroyed 8 of those 12, and then had 708 in assist damage. Of course, he had 100 points in the cap due to the fact that he was the only person alive at the end of the battle to do anything about the capping, and did travel over 6 kilometers. Now, 106,000 base credits for this battle with a premium account. Now, he did get fined for the tracking of his ally, which is not bad, 743. And again, I'm pretty sure that he did not mean it. Now, with that, his total came out to 105,000. Now, he did use a lot of premium ammos, plus a premium consumable, and then the repair to his tank did leave him with a negative income of 24,000. But for what he got and what he did, we think he did... I have to say he did really well. 2,155, so it wasn't his first battle of the day, but still, that is still a good amount of crew experience or free experience that he's going to receive there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that all being said, I'm going to get running. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not and feel it deserves it, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. If you're not a subscriber, please take a moment to subscribe. Always working to get to that big old many more subscribers number, and you know, I'm slowly working at it, and I'm hoping to get there someday. So with your little help, that would be grateful. Share this around, and again, Mr2Skilled, if you have any other videos, hopefully you watch this long, if you have any other videos that you would like to see up on YouTube, please do not hesitate to go down here in the description, click my Discord, join it, and send them to me there. Anytime, sir. I will be glad to do it, or you can contact me on YouTube. Either way, just via going through Discord, you can actually post a link in my Discord, and it'll stay there for a long period of time, and we don't have to worry about it getting lost. All right, with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is GreatTaz. I am signing off, and we will see you again soon in the world of tanks.